And I realized that I am from that planet of star seeds, I don't know if you guys have heard about star seeds, but star seeds are not from not beings from this planet or earth, okay? They are from some different planet, which right now I don't have that information, but I would like to update myself and update you guys later on about that. But star seeds are from a completely different planet than earth, okay? And the main mission of star seeds in this lifetime, I have heard that it's to have this so many, you can say, vast and full of depth experiences. And that's exactly what happened for the first 10 decades, like first 10 years of my life, like the first decade of my life, right? I had so much denser experiences. I'm still having it, a lot of them, but what the depth of these experiences, and you can say the hollowness it created inside my vessel to awaken me, and to the way I allowed this hollowing inside my vessel, inside my soul, to be able to channel these messages, like these divine messages for you guys, right? It wouldn't have made me able or capable to do this unless I was learning about this, how to navigate and move through these denser experiences around me, okay? So that's exactly why a part of the mission for star seeds in their life would be, I've also read this from one of the spiritual books, that they don't ever feel like they fit in. They always feel like they were born to stand out. And it has made these individuals very much clear through their life experiences in the first few, you can say, decades of their life, that these people, no matter how much they try to stick by, perform, try to gain other people's validation, approval of just being themselves, and still not being accepted by those communities of people and whatever, you're not going to have that, okay? You're not going to have those people as friends. You're not going to have those uh, friendships, those, even your family, even you not feeling like you belong in your family or fit into your family, because you are not. Trust me, you are not. You're not a cut. You're not. Your soul is just not cut that way to be a match or a fit into the physical family that you can see around you. And it's hard, kind of, to accept that fact, because it takes, I think, you have undergone decades of integration in just 1 or 2 years. Like, people take 20 years or even more to realize and finally make peace and accept the fact that some people are just not going to like them, even if it's their own family. Some people are just never going to, you can say, understand you truly. Some people are just not going to be with you forever. Like, do you realize how much of the, you can say, power it takes, and how much of the self acceptance it takes, like you accepting yourself and finally falling so much in love with yourself? Because authenticity does not guarantee that other people will like you, okay? It doesn't guarantee that. But authenticity surely guarantees that you will like yourself and you will love yourself regardless of whatever other people do. Okay, and you are going to succeed. You are going to be that celebrity, that star energy, regardless of whatever these people have made you feel like. And that's exactly why you have made so far in life. You couldn't have made it so till this point so far in life if something even higher than you, which you do not fully comprehend and you will never fully realize, or you will never, you can say, no, you will realize, but you will never fully be able to explain or put it into words as to why or how it has worked out for you. Things have already worked out for you better than what you imagined it to be. And that's exactly why sometimes, these societal systems, they thrive on dominating women, oppressing them, and keeping them under their control and power, right? Like, think about families. Think about families' honor, right? Families' reputation and image. Think about marriages. And also think about childbirth. So, how do these systems that society has created thrives? It thrives on keeping the and putting the women in their place. Like, it thrives on making sure that these women stay in their place. Because if women, once they realize their worth, they're not going to negotiate with their worth. They're not going to negotiate about their dreams because they know they're going to reject. They're not going to accept any bullshit, any, you can say, low vibrational behaviors, any kind of toxicity. They would reject being in marriage. They would reject being with another man just to feel safe and provided. Because women can already provide and feel safe within themselves even without that man. And you will be the live example of that and introducing that idea into your own family that things like this exist. Things like this can happen. Things like where you don't have to rely on a man to feel safe and provided. Yes, it can happen. It can very much possible and exist for you. You are the live example doing it, by the way. Many others around you are also the live evidence of being this person they were always meant to be. In the name of love, in the name of light, in the name of God. Okay? Yeah, so that is all. So, these systems thrive on keeping the women under their control. And when women refuse to be under someone's control, under someone's power, and they refuse to, react or have any compassion or have any kind of, responsibility towards these people in their so-called family, in their so-called, you can say, relationships, friendship, connections, whatever, when they refuse to take part in all of those things and they completely take a different route, they completely, make this shit possible, that taking a different route does not mean that I am higher or better than you, or taking the high road does not mean that I have forgiven whatever you have done with me. No, I haven't. Forgiveness is not for other people, forgiveness is for yourself. Okay? It just means that taking a different route is how you become successful. And it is how you not just become successful but ensure that your legacy stays on this earth even long after you die. That's how you build long term, long lasting success. That's how you build it. Generational wealth, right? That's how you build it. So, something realize that when you have no evidence as things are going to work out after leaving that toxic friendship, leaving that toxic, you can say, relationship, whatever situation, okay, doesn't have to be very toxic, but sometimes people don't have to be toxic. I have realized through my recent situation that sometimes people don't have to be toxic to still be wrong for you. Think about that, sit with that, okay? Think about that and sit with that realization. So, taking a different route, right? In this case, and leaving that situation, place, person, thing, etc., whatever it was in the past, and jumping on the other side by taking this leap of faith, even though you have no external proof, no external evidence as to it is going to work out or things are going to get better for you. And if you have the faith, the trust inside you, and the in and you don't abandon your internal knowing, right? You don't abandon or betray who you are truly just to be with other people that don't even like themselves, right? When you do not do that and you take a completely different route and you have no like living proof or of existence that things are actually going to fucking turn out better than what you imagine it to be, you can still do it and have that trust and build that faith in you and something higher than you which has brought you on this planet earth, okay? My voice is literally shaking as I'm saying this. Oh my god, this energy is so powerful, this message is so, you can say, I should have meditated and grounded myself before I was going to talk about this, because this message just carries a lot of denser energies and I can already feel it coming through within my body right now. It's causing a mass awakening, not just in me, but I'm sure the planet is rising, okay? The unconscious planet, the sleep planet, is now finally becoming more conscious and finally coming back to themselves, to the source, to the creator, that is creator of their soul, that is God. They finally, after being so disconnected from themselves, they're coming back and connecting with that higher power inside them, and that is God. I believe that every person has a God inside them, and they just need to know how to connect to that, to keep going, to trust even when you do not see things happening and shifting around you for the better, right? So when you can still do it, that's when you are successful. That's when you have now encountered this lucky strifle of, you can say, lucky strifle, wait, lucky strike of blessings, of abundance, of presence with yourself, right? Presence with God. That's when you experience massive divine love, and you can say so many things that were being blocked, I think, when you were in these situations where it was no longer serving you or serving your highest good. So when you finally unblock yourself and unblock your blessings, your potential, your worth, okay, because these views of people around you were blocking were blocking your view of worth, were blocking your, you can say, success. And that's exactly women, strong women who can cut people off right off the bat, they are going to succeed. Fucking, that is destined. That is so going to happen. Even if you don't want it, or if you try to run away from it because it makes you scary, like how much freaking You are scared of your own powers. Like at this point, I guess you are scared of what you can do because you're crossing every limit, and you're literally the living existence that there is no limit to your, you can say, growth, to your evolution, to your awakenings. And spiritual awakenings, trust me, bro, it's not easy to go through many spiritual awakenings. It's like you're going decades of integration, which takes people years and years, and they become older and like 80 sitting on their bed. So you are doing it while you're still young and you're still 20. Like, do you realize how insane that is? Just sit with that realization, you know. I have nothing else to say. Just sit with that thought. Just sit with that. I don't, you think you have to do anything else or work harder or prove that you're smarter. You don't have to at this point, actually. You just have to sit with yourself. Breathe in those realizations and write it down, maybe. Whatever thoughts come inside your head, you know. Journal about it because you're going to need it. Later on, down the line, when you once again feel like the situations, things around you are not working out for you, you are going to need those, you can say, words of faith and wisdom. You're going to need those little pieces of reminders to make you realize that you're exactly on track, you're on the right path, and no, you're not moving out of alignment just because things are falling apart in your life right now. Things are actually falling apart to make place for things that are actually in alignment with your highest good. Okay, so the misaligned things, people and situations are moving out of your life to confirmation, that dog, to make place for things that are truly meant for your highest good. And you will go through so many of these experiences wherein you will meet people, situations and things that are going to come into your life to make you, to awaken you to your inner potential, to awaken you to your power, to your worth. Okay, and there are also going to be people who are going to celebrate and love you for your growth, for you realizing your worth, and you making sure you are living and respecting up to that. Okay, and since you are holding yourself in such high standards and high regards, you're not going to tolerate people who are low standards and holding you in low regards. Okay, simple as that. You do not tolerate what you don't accept from yourself. Okay, you do not accept externally anything which, whatever it is that you do not give yourself internally. Now sit with that again, sit with that realization, sit with those lessons, okay, that I'm giving you one by one. Drop one after another, drop, mic drop.